Hello, I'm the Akhier, and I'm just going to be doing a quick, or what I assume will be quick, retrospective on my 7-day roguelike I just did for the 2016 March 7-day roguelike competition. The name is 12 Down. Originally it was called 26 Down, but I didn't manage to make enough creatures. Okay, that's an error. When you play the game, it will actually say 26 Down. As I said, that is an error. Originally there was going to be 26 levels because there's 26 letters, or is it 26? Yeah, 26 letters in the alphabet. Not whatever, I'll make up some. But yeah, basically each floor was a different letter, so A for ants, B for bats, so on and so forth. Ran into problems along with a wonky sleep schedule because of just not doing it right. Anyway, let's pop up in the game. Oh, appeared on the other screen. Yeah, 26 down. Dang it! It's there as well. Oh well, this is the final thing, and I renamed it and everything else, so I guess we'll just have confusion. But yeah, new game. You can have whatever as your thing. Apparently, okay, I just found a bug. Apparently, if you type in and then press enter, it thinks that the empty string counts. We'll go with the no. Yeah, we'll go with the empty string. A for yes. And here we are. This is using my latest dungeon generation algorithm. It starts at the center. So here, and then it places a room here, here, and here. Well, technically it doesn't place them there. It randomly chooses a direction, places a room, randomly chooses a direction, places a room. All room except for this first one will have 3 connections, obviously because the other ones will automatically have a connection. Start with health. You have defense, strength, agility, and attack. You can get other things as it goes along. I'll try to display that, but rushing a bit in this first stage will get you... Alright, that's weird. Dang it. I wanted to... whatever. Yeah, you notice a strong presence can now be felt. After you defeat 5 monsters, a thing happens. Since I will be showing it off, I'll note right now, if you don't want spoilers, skedaddle. Sorry, but that's just kind of what's going to have to happen to actually display the game. I think first I'll level up, just because I'm a little low on HP before I try to find it. I won't tell you the way that it places them, but down here you see the XP, currently level 1. At 10, after having slayed many a monsters, the stairs have magically appeared at the center. Boom. So after you kill 10 monsters, no matter the monster on the level, it'll suddenly open up the stairs. That's vaguely important because the way to win is to get down to 12 and go all the way down to 13. It's not simple over there, so searcher. Oop, there's an ant. And there we go, level up. You get a number of choices. The ones you always get is A, plus 2 HP, plus 1 defense, plus 1 strength, plus 1 agility. B, 4 HP, 3 defense. Yada, 3 strength, yada, 3 agility, plus 12 HP. And then you can also choose to minus some, add some. There's also another minus, which is minus 3 defense, plus plus a lot of HP. There's actually a formula or a math to this. The straight up one gives you a total of 4 points, where 2 HP considered 1 point. Then any of these specific down here gives 5. Same with this, obviously, or 6, because you're just getting HP. Then this gives you 6 as well, but it has the minus, so it's a net 6. I'll just go for the straight. The only way you heal is by some special effects and leveling up. So going down the level won't suddenly put you up. Going and waiting around also won't heal. Figured for something like this, I probably didn't want to let people just hold the wait key, because there's really nothing to stop you from doing that, especially on this level. This level, the monsters, if they can't see you, they just sit there, but that's because it's the first level. the special thing about the ants, I won't go into any other monster I'll mind, so if you don't mind the first level being spoiled... here we go, the ant queen, or queen ant, I guess. When you defeat something like this, a boss, for lack of a better term, yeah, they're boss, I call them boss in my code, you get a choice of 3 things. This is why I did not get enough monsters made, because you'll notice our attacks 1d4, wield its jaws as daggers. If we chose that, we would get an effect, which would be you know what? I don't mind saying what the Ant Queen gives. The daggers, they'll give you armor pierce or defense piercing, basically, in a sense. I'll have to tell you how defense works. I've been really mentioned that, so yeah, lots of spoilers in this video, I guess. Anyway, and it'll be 2d4 because it's 2 daggers instead of a dagger, which is presumably you started with. Examine the weird glow on its antennas. This will give you a boost to your vision range. I can't remember if it does anything else. And then A is gives you reinforced or enhanced defense. I'm going to go with A, just because it reduces the chance of dying, though later on it might not be as good a choice. With that, you'll see the now all of a sudden over on the stat screen, up defense 25. With that, we've really got everything that I want to show, except, yes, I want to quit, and here's the final character stuff. Sadly, you have died. Dang it! There's another error. Welcome to my life. This is supposed to be your name. What it's currently giving is the key to the player ID, or the player ID, period. Dungeon level 1, level 2, max HP, blah blah blah. Quit. And over here, it actually gives you the proper name, so that's good. But we open up and it's Tombstone. And it gives, dang it. I feel so bad about that. Oh, nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, with that in mind, we're going to now open up... Where to start? Let's go to the ant. I used Entity Component System to develop it. I didn't really do that well at it, I don't think, though I used it to the best of my current ability. Let's see, let's go down to the Queen's Choice, as I call it here. Here we go. Option 1, which is the Enhanced Defense. I forgot about this. It reduces your base agility by 1 and increases base defense by 1, so you at least have 1 defense. Enhanced Defense, if you already have it, which you shouldn't, it's not possible, but it'll be plus 15. If not, if you don't have it, you'll get 25. And the message you get is your armor feels sturdier. Then here, it creates an attack with 2 dice with 4 sides each and a pierced defense of 10. This is directly opposed to Enhanced Defense, so if you used these to attack a player with this, it would be minus 10 off of this. Then the final one is plus agility plus vision, and it recomputes the field of vision, nothing much. Here's the AI for it. The AI is a big downfall because of how I set it up. I was not able to use the one method of saving games that I knew of from the Python tutorial, which was using shelve. Because of how the AI is set up, it does not allow that. It just doesn't work. Anyway, with that all wrapped up, I'm going to look into the combat, because this is the one thing I really liked about my game, how I set up the combat. Though the agility does too much, defense can be a little overpowered if you get it too high, some other various things. And strength might not be powerful enough. Strength mod 0.0, the way you figure out how much the strength improves is... yeah. It's a formula that basically is like, from 1 to 10, it's 0.1 each. So when you get to 10, it's 1. Then after that, it's 0.05, then 0.025, I think, and 0.01 something or other. Basically, just every 10 steps, it makes it less effective, I guess. And that gives you the strength mod. The agility mod is the attacker's agility minus the defender's agility. There's something that has plus agility, which adds to it. It's just a d20 roll, basically. The roll equals the base roll plus agil mod. So, yeah, agility is both your ability to dodge and ability to hit things. It's a little unbalanced at the moment. Ignoring that. Here we go. I did eventually include in the, if it's a natural 20 or a natural 1, you know, oops, you missed, or oops, you hit. Obviously, we've got just the damage roll. If the damage is less than 1, it equals 1, so even after the strength mod, which is just the damage roll times strength mod, you'll have a minimum of 1. So lowering your strength won't decrease your minimum damage at the start. It'll definitely decrease your max. There's a lot of stuff in here that you probably shouldn't see, but I've already said there's spoilers. And here's defense. The way defense works is if the damage is greater than 0. How does it work? Oh, for each point of defense, you have a 25% chance of it for each point to negate 1 damage. So, say you're taking 5 damage and you have 5 defense. That's not going to automatically damage reduce. Each time, there's a 25% chance that one of the damage will be taken away. Enhanced defense is a direct add-on to this percent chance. So, with that first thing, each damage you have a 50% chance of getting rid of with a point of defense. Pierce defense is the counter of it. Pretty straightforward. And here I just check if the damage is less than 0, make it 0, just because. And there's a bunch of other stuff going on. Poison. I'll say poison, because this one was really annoying. Basically, how I would originally do it, in creatures, which I'll open up right now since there's nothing hidden in here. In creatures, you have special. The way I've been doing everything else was up until now. As you see here, I just player creature.special, and it was a dictionary of your special abilities. So enhanced defense, if you have it, great, have it. I tried to do poison as that. It didn't work. I don't know why. It was just instantly de-incrementing. It's probably something to do with... it wasn't in here. It was in the actual play game loop. Because I had to make sure everything ticked and not just when it was in combat. Play game. Yeah, in here where I have paralyze going on. Yeah, no, it was just instantly going through all the poison. I don't know why, but in the end I had to make a component for poison itself. It ended up working with this, so no harm, no foul, but I was disappointed in that. Though, on the other hand, I thought, maybe I should have done that for everything. But it's just a hindsight kind of thing, because both of these are incredibly easy for me to add on to. Lots of ums. The game itself took me, like, without monsters or anything like that, took me 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and then a smidgen of Monday where I stabilized it. I was able to get it all figured out in that amount of time. I think if I was to do this again, I'd probably be able to get it all done in 2 days, just because of the experience. As it is, though, I'm probably not going to be making a full roguelike again for a little bit, because I'm returning to my one true love, which is dungeon generation. Because apparently that's my thing. I honestly think I'm going to be doing that until I find what's basically perfect for me. let's see, do I still have that in existence? Yes, sort of. Let's see, pops up, yeah, okay. There we go. This is the dungeon generation code. This is the code that was actually used in my project. We can actually see how it works. I posted this on the roguelike subreddit, the dev subreddit. That was nice. As you'll notice, when it starts in the center and then it places around. This just goes in circles and circles. It's like, okay, it placed this one first and this one. Then here it places one off of it, placing so on and so forth. The last step is interesting, as it's the one that makes it so it's not literally like 4 wings. You'll notice that they can touch. There's a chance that it'll be generated basically without walls. It'll be able to touch up against another one, like that. It wasn't connecting them quite as well as I liked, so I had to fix around with that. This is good. I don't particularly like it, but I prefer it to my earlier ones because it actually creates more of a sprawl, I guess. Originally, how I made mine was you place a room, then you try to place a room off of it, and so on and so forth. If you fail too many times, backtrack, place, can't backtrack, so on and so forth. So you might get like this area and then that area out of this, but overall it would be just like spreading all out. It looked interesting, but it didn't quite work. This one's better. I have an idea that I'm developing right now. I'm not going to go into it because for some reason I have a desire for secrecy of my high-tech sort of map gen stuff. I might make a video on my methodology of figuring out how to do a map gen later, if anyone's interested. I'm not sure how many of you out there will care about this programming stuff, but yeah. This is what I've thought of is just a wrap-up for my 7-day roguelike. I was too ambitious. I should have kept it to 10. If I'd done 10, I would have really been able to polish it. I would have been able to go over to the combat system again. I'm really unhappy with how agility affects too much. If I could do it again, I would probably break it into 2 parts. Maybe like flexibility and speed. Something like that. Next time I want to have an actual speed system for it. This time I just need to get out of door. Just make it now. Just make it. I didn't care about anything else, and I just powered through. The way it works is I have a big list of everything that can take an action, and then I cycle through it. So player goes, everything else goes. And the only reason why it specifies player is because, well, I need to wait for the key inputs. Not really complicated. Next time, yeah, definitely want some kind of time or energy system. Besides that, I want to try to use something besides libtcod. That's the basic thing I use for this. It's not really as evident. That is one thing I guess I can note. On my GitHub, I not only have the code for all this. If you want to go explore it, you can go do that. But the thing that I used wasn't directly libtcod. What I used was these 2 classes, console and panel. Basically, it's just going and wrapping it all up. It's not working correctly. I had some problems with colors and stuff not setting right. That took up a bit of time, but overall, it saved me a lot of time just because I understood exactly what everything was doing. And that was a big step up for me. I want to get away from using libtcod, mostly because I'm one of those types that likes to reinvent the wheel a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, Next, since I'm mostly focusing on Python because it is a lot easier to code for, to just throw something together. Any 7-day roguelikes I make will most likely be in Python, unless I'm just completely immersed in some other language. Just because, yeah, if you want to throw something together, most languages will let you. If you want to throw something together quick and test every step of the way, Python. Python does an amazing. But, that's basically what I have. You can go check out the 7-day roguelike site. I don't know what it is. You just 7-day roguelike and you'll find it. Google will help. I'll have a link to the download for the Windows build of this. That's another thing I didn't get around to. I was thinking maybe I'd try to get it at least running on Linux Mint because I've got a little netbook and should be able to run on that thing. But whatever. Life's short. 7 days is shorter. So yeah, this is Akhier, and I'm signing off.